a NFL aí, né, de futebol americano. Lembrando que é uma gameplay, galera, de Madden 23 e no PlayStation 4. Bora, que tá sensacional esse jogão aí pra vocês entre Cowboys versus Eagles. Então já mete o seu like, já deixa seu likezão e comenta quem vocês acham que vai ganhar esse jogão aí, galera. É isso aí, Cowboys versus Eagles, jogão pra vocês. Então já mete o likezão e vem com a gente curtir essa gameplay sensacional aqui no canal A Games BR, seu canal de simulação, onde a gente traz jogos de FIFA, PES, Madden e hoje esse jogão aí no Madden, galera, entre Cowboys versus Philadelphia Eagles. Então já mete o likezão e vem com a gente curtir essa gameplay. Lembrando que vou estar jogando aí com o Cowboys, viu, galera? Dallas Cowboys aí contra o Philadelphia Eagles. Bora que tá top demais. Deixa o likezão e vem com a gente. É só mexer na parte aqui da configuração, rapaziada, rapidinho aqui. Só mete o likezão aí enquanto eu vou terminando aí de configurar a gameplay, bem legal aí. E vem com a gente que tá sensacional essa gameplay top aí entre Cowboys versus Eagles. Só uma parte da configuração que eu esqueci de botar aqui, galerinha, mas é rapidinho aqui eu coloco, viu? Pra gente ir pra gameplay sensacional, ó. Vem com a gente aí, gameplay aí entre Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys versus Philadelphia Eagles, jogão de bola aí. Então já mete o likezão, vem com a gente, curte essa gameplay top aqui no canal A Games BR, seu canal de simulação do YouTuber, né? Bora, sensacional. Galera, é o seguinte, meu chat vai estar aberto. Aí vocês já falam aí quem vocês acham que vai ganhar essa gameplay top aí, viu? Entre Dallas Cowboys aí versus Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles aí, se eu não me engano, é favorita ao título, né? Da NFL aí com o Chiefs. E é isso aí, galera. Jogão de bola aí, viu? Jogão aí de futebol americano pra vocês. Então já mete o likezão, compartilha com os amigos que curtem aí Madden 23, que vai ser top demais essa gameplay aqui no canal. Bora. Lembrando que eu vou estar jogando com o Dallas Cowboys, viu?
It's the NFL International Series.
Ready to rock and roll. Here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway here in London. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action with Hurts. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. Carlos Watkins in there for the stop.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Prescott on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And again, it's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 27, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders toss left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts going to keep it again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
after the field goal. Here's Elliott to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll set up a throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They start on the ground with Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Elliott running and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Prescott now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw here.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Osa Odighizuwa.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Here's Aaron Sipos now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A first down throw for Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Prescott. Flush to his right.
He'll get this to Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That one complete to Elliott.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
To the air again, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Garibay on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. And now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Going for it was Sanders. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and this one quickly to Lamb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here comes Rager. A nice little juke. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good okay gain.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead is up to 8. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 29, Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 27, Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over first and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
from Philadelphia territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Prescott now, option right. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and 6. Prescott now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he... And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Garibay on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Hurts fumbles it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Second and short now following the fumble. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The throw over the middle, taken in. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
The give is to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations would be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And strong.